So we've got a ballistic plate here that's fitted with the ballistic armour foam from Delta 3 Oscar. Can you firstly talk me through the product?
The main area is probably our ballistic armour foams on the back. So there's kind of two sides. You'll have some really, really hard materials, which could be steels or ceramics, that will be there to stop the projectile, so from passing through, because that's one way obviously you're clearly going to get injured. But the other side is the trauma side. So really what you need to try and do is also manage the BFD, so the back face deformation, so how much it protrudes through the back into the end user. And that's where our foams come in. So having this as one of the layers, so they're quite complex constructions, usually multiple different layers of different materials, but having our foam usually on the back, that's a really good material for our customers to have in their toolbox to help manage that deformation.
I remember it always being drilled hard into us because we'd come in off the ground, you'd take a plate carrier off, you'd throw it on the ground multiple times, every time you'd use it, and that obviously causes damage and trauma to the plate itself. In terms of the actual material itself, what's different? What's so different about the Delta 3 Oscar material in comparison to the normal D30 material?
So there's a few things, like in terms of, for example, the foam that we've got on the front here, which is one of our Aeromax grades, that's quite rate sensitive. So what that means is it will perform or act slightly differently depending on the speed or the energy. So I know if it's dropped from a high height, it will actually perform slightly differently, so it will be stiffer, which means it can manage higher energies. Or if it's dropped from low height, it'll be slightly softer, so it's managing low energies. And really what it's doing is it's tuning itself to offer the right amount of protection depending on the energy or the rate of the impact. So that's really useful because it's almost like an adaptive technology, as we would call it. Sometimes it's a case of actually protecting the plate, which might sound strange, but in some cases they use quite brittle materials like ceramic. So they're very good at stopping projectiles, but certainly around the edges and things like that, they can be a bit vulnerable. So in some cases our foams can be a good suit for that. And then on the back side, I say slightly different foams, super lightweight. They're both lightweight, but the ballistic armour grades are real low density. So again, it comes back to this thing, like if we can save a little bit of mass anywhere, it all adds up to the overall mass. So grams become kilograms eventually across all the kit you have. So really low mass and also temperature stability as well. So again, these plates will be used in quite extreme conditions, get quite hot against the body. Having that performance, so it performs across a wide temperature range, is quite important. So yeah, temperature stability and mass is a really good one as well.